I'm going to show you how my record label got 30,000 streams on this song in just 1 month using $500 in meta ads. My name is Alex and this is Nani, and I have run over $500,000 in meta ad campaigns for Spotify promotion in the past year alone. This song here, Potions, was released by my record label Spiration Music on October 25th, and by November 22nd, had gotten over 30,000 streams. Let's start by breaking down this data on Spotify for Artists. Over the course of this campaign, the streams continued to rise all the way up until the end, some days surpassing even 1,600 streams in a single day. Over here on meta ads, we can see that this campaign spent $500, had a 14 cents per conversion cost, and spent $15 per day for the first half of the month, and then increased it to around $20 per day for the end of the month. The campaign ended on November 2nd. Generally, what we see with saves is that they stay pretty steady throughout the campaign, but in this case, they rose. They were getting around 100 saves per day, which is different than the 30 to 50 per day at the beginning of the campaign. I also think it's important to point out how many streams per listener we got. Over 4 streams per listener in 1 month is really, really high. It's a lot higher than I'm used to seeing even, and that is one of the reasons the streams got so high even though we only spent $500 in this month-long period. If we come over to playlists, I also want to point out that over the course of the entire time we've run this campaign, the song is now at 38,000 streams, but we did have this playlist going for the song. This is a playlist that my label owns, and we were getting some streams from that, but the vast majority of the streams didn't even come from the algorithmic playlist yet. They came from the user's own library. As we can see here, over the last 28 days, over half of the streams came from people's own libraries, which means they saw the ad, they saved the song, and now they're listening to it again. This number is so high because we have 4 streams per listener. People love the song, so they keep coming back to it. The most fascinating thing about this campaign is we got such a low cost per conversion. Most of our streams, and we can only see for the past 28 days, but most of our streams throughout this campaign were from the United States, then Canada, and then Brazil was third. If we look over on the actual breakdown of countries that clicked on this ad, we'll look at the Hyped landing page data. The most popular country for this was the United States, then Canada. And if we look at the actual breakdown of this ad, the cost in the United States was surprisingly low. So we already saw that the total cost per conversion was 14 cents. But if we come down and take a look at the United States of America, our cost per conversion was actually 12 cents in the United States, and we got over 1,700 results during this month. Personally, this is the lowest cost I have seen in the United States for a song. Now, for anyone who is unfamiliar with using meta ads to promote music, here's how it works. We show these ads that you can see on the screen here on Instagram or Facebook. The user, if they like the song, they will click on the link in the ad to be taken to a landing page. We use Hyped It for our landing pages. And then when they click on any of these 3 buttons, that registers as a conversion. So when I say cost per conversion, it is the cost for somebody to click on a button here. So if they click on Spotify, which the majority of users do, we will be prompted to open Spotify. And when we do, Spotify will open on a different window, but it will open. And the user is taken to the song and it starts playing. Let's take a look at the actual setup of the campaign. As usual, there's really nothing special here. I set this up the same way that I set up all of my other campaigns. The reason this song did so well is because people really like this song. And that is the main message that I want to drive home with this video. If there's nothing else that you learn from this, learn this. In music promotion, using this method, we are giving people the product, the song, in the ad for free. We cannot trick people into purchasing our product before they've used it because we're giving it to them in the ad. So if they don't like it, why would they click? Even if you have flashy visuals, even if you have a cool endorsement, those things are not nearly as effective as people just really liking the song that you are promoting. An equivalent in another industry would be like if you could reach through an ad as a sports drink company and let people try your sports drink as part of the ad. If people try it in the ad and don't like it, they're not going to click. It doesn't matter what kind of advertising or what kind of marketing techniques you use. If they don't like it, they're not going to purchase it. Now let's go step by step through the ad setup so you can see exactly what I did. We don't have any special ad categories, so there's nothing to change up here. I'm using the auction buying type with an engagement objective, $500 total ad spend, no advantage campaign budget, and no A/B testing at this point. In the ad set itself, we are doing conversions on a website. We are maximizing the number of conversions using my pixel, and we're targeting the Hyped It SmartLink click conversion event. So that's what we're optimizing around and what we're measuring. I ran the second half of the campaign at $20 per day. We started out with $15 per day. The countries that I'm targeting are a list of countries that both pay very highly per Spotify stream, but also a bunch of countries that do not pay as much. And like I showed you before, even though we included countries like Brazil and Mexico on here, which are much cheaper to advertise in, the majority of our conversions still came from the United States. I targeted ages 18 to 50, all genders, and I targeted the interests Spotify and narrowed that by EDM. I keep languages on all languages. Beneficiary and payer, that's just who's benefiting and paying for the ad, so I put the company name. The placements that I used are, for this campaign, just Instagram feed, profile feed, explore, Instagram stories, and Instagram reels. For the ads themselves, I split it up into 6 different parts of the song. Each part of the song uses the exact same visual. It is the album artwork with a moving background and the Spotify logo on it. This is how I start off almost every single ad campaign that I run, and it works very reliably well. Before we look at the details of the ad itself, I want to point out that of all of these ads we tried, the pre-chorus 1 ad worked the best. So this one was 14 cents per conversion. The only other one that got conversions was the second drop. The others had some impressions, but pretty early on, Meta decided that this one was going to be the best. I pretty much let Meta do its thing when it decides which part of the song to use. I don't usually try to force Meta to try other parts. All right, so the details of the ad. We are targeting people through the Inspiration Music Instagram account. Manual upload, single image or video. I uploaded this type of vertical video because when you upload this, it crops pretty nicely into the feed placements as well, and I like to save myself the extra work. The text I used is, if you love EDM, check out this song. EDM for Minecraft players. If you like feature bass, this song is for you. If you like Porter Robinson, check out the song. And if you like EDM and pop, check out this track. With the text, I try to call out to any potential fans by naming genres or artists that could be relevant to them, and then letting them know that this song is similar to what they already like. I don't use headlines because those typically aren't even shown on Instagram placements. I use the listen now call to action. I use 4 out of 5 of the enhancements. The only one I didn't use was the enhance call to action, and this one wasn't actually available when I started this campaign. The link we're sending people to when they click on this ad is what I already showed you. It is a Hyped It landing page with 3 different music services on it. Now that the campaign is done, I'm going to wait about 1 month before trying to add any more budget to this campaign. I suspect that over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start seeing some really big Discover Weekly or radio boosts on this song because of how well it's been performing. After a couple weeks of those boosts, I will probably add in another $1,000 to the budget because this song seems like it's the kind of song that could go up to 1 million streams and beyond. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you have any other questions, please put them in the comments and I will get to them as soon as I can. If you want us to do all of this promotion for you for no charge up front, click the link in the description of this video and submit a demo to Inspiration Music for a possible release. And have a wonderful holiday season.